Hi, tribe. We're the Twin Oracles. We hope you're having a wonderful day.
Welcome to our channel. We want to thank you for being here. And we are going to today talk about, this is the Twin Oracles Mediumship, and we're going to talk about channeled messages that are coming through from loved ones or a loved one from the other side. So there's someone who has passed on the other side, and the message that they have for you is that they want you to believe in yourself and to become the best version of yourself.
So someone here has a dream to buy a home. This is a very specific message.
And and what's stopping you is the value or the little to no value that you're placing on yourself.
Or the value of the home is so big that you don't know how and can't see how it can happen.
Or that you're not worthy to receive it. And so the message that's coming through, there's quite a few messages that are coming through from those on the other side. And these messages are specific to some of you watching this. But there's a couple messages that are coming through. So the one message is that there's someone on the other side. And this person on the other side, while they were here on the earth plane, they experienced a lot of hardships. They experienced hardships that pertained to perhaps titles of mental issues. Maybe they were placed in a mental institution, or they were under heavy medications for the mind. Maybe they were labeled as, they had labels, okay? For one reason or another, there's someone on the other side who had a hard time living on the earth planes. And while they were here on earth, they not only were misunderstood by others, but they were misunderstood by themselves to a fault, where they believed themselves that they too believed that they had a mental disorder or a mental issue. And the truth is that this person was very highly spiritual, and they did not understand their spirituality. They did not understand their gifts. And the time that they lived in also did not make it easy for this person to be living here on earth with spiritual gifts during those times. And so this person really struggled. This person really struggled to fit in. This person struggled to be understood by themselves, to be understood by others. And because of that, they were labeled, and they were medicated, and they were put in institutions. And this person wants you to know, and this is a very specific message, this person wants you to know how dearly and deeply loved you are. And perhaps this person was taken away from you at a young age. Maybe they were taken away from you when you were just a child. Maybe they were medicated, and as you grew older, you grew more distant from this person. You didn't really know them on a core level. It feels as though you wanted a stronger, deeper connection with this person. But once the medication kicked in, it's like you didn't know who this person was anymore. You didn't know how to connect to this person. You didn't know how to see this person in a new way, if you will, because the person that they were under medication was not the person that you knew prior to the medication. And so this person is now in heaven, and this person is watching down on you. This person is loving you and pouring their love on you, and they honor you, and they love you, and they cherish you, and they respect you so much. And for some of you, you have children of your own. And this person had so much pressure put on themselves, life pressures put on themselves, that they didn't know how to deal with it. They didn't know how to cope. And because of that,
some of these people had some sort of accident that they went through.
one accident or maybe even two accidents, which was the breaking point.
The second one was the breaking point.
And it was the breaking point for this person. And they just had a breakdown, a meltdown, and they weren't able to break through. So they stayed down. And so you were a child. You just didn't know. You didn't know how to connect anymore with this person. You didn't know what happened. You didn't understand what happened to you, this person. For some of you, this is a male figure. For some of you, this could be your dad. Could also be a grandfather. I'm feeling more of the masculine energy, but it could also be a mother or a grandmother that was more in tune with her masculine side. Take it how it resonates with you. And so the message that this person has for you is that they chose that life path so that they can teach you the biggest lesson of all, so that they can teach you what life looks like when the pressure is too heavy and it's too burdensome, how it can affect you, so that perhaps you can choose a life where there's less burdens, a life that is filled with peace and harmony, a life where you're able to sort through and discern what really matters to you in life. Is it the bells and whistles, or is it not? Is it giving up, the theme or the identity of keeping up with the Jones? Or is it not? Is it simply having your children around? Is it simply watching your grandchildren? And so the reason why this message is coming through, it's very strong and powerful and deep, and it's very subconscious. So this person wants you to go back in time, go back to that time when perhaps there was an accident. It could have been a car accident. It could have been a fire. Go back in time. Go back to that time when. And place this however it resonates in your life. But go back to that time when you were a child. Could be between the age of 4 and 5. Some of you between the age of 6 and 7. Go back to that time when.
And for some of you, you were 13. That's a specific message.
And so to go back in time, go back to that time when this happened. Because a part of you was lost at this time. It could have been your faith. You lost faith in yourself. You lost faith in others. You lost hope, perhaps. And you carried this with you. It could be fear is when kicked into your life. Fear kicked into your life during this time. The fear of losing someone, of that person being right in front of you, same physical body, but the mental mind has changed. You don't know how to connect with this person.
Some of you, you'll know that this message resonates with you because you're scared of getting into cars. Some of you might not get into a car, you might just take transit. But some of you, you get into the car just the same, but you don't do it with grace and ease. You do it with a heavy fear.
And so, again, keep in mind that for some of you, this is also very subconscious and this is deep. And just hearing this message might bring you back to a time when. And the first emotions that come up, whether it be fear, whether it be unworthiness, whether it be misunderstood. Some of you have been misunderstood all your life. Misunderstood by others, but also misunderstood by yourself. Putting yourself down, beating yourself up for traits that didn't start with you, maybe don't even belong to you for some of you, and others of you, traits and gifts that are yours to be had, but you're scared to embrace them. And so you're really being asked to go back in time to sit with that event, that trauma, that experience, that thing that happened. And to ask yourself who you were then, who you are now. How did this experience change you? What was the lesson? What did you learn from it? What do you want to pass down to your children, grandchildren? What do you want to teach your children or grandchildren? What do you want to learn about yourself from this experience or experiences? This is a message to know that you are dearly loved by this person, cherished, respected, honored by this person. And this person is your number one fan. This person is someone who, when you get in the car, they get in the car with you. When you go to work, they're sitting beside you.
And so knowing this now, here's the kicker. Here's the profundity of this message that can transform people's lives just by hearing this message. If you now know that this person loves you, they protect you, they're around you, when you get into the car, they get into the car. If you now know that, would you still be scared to get into a car?
With your number one fan?
I want you to sit with that for a minute. If you know now what you never knew then, through this message, through this mediumship that we offer you right now, now that you know that this loved one protects you each and every time you get into a car or be it transit, you are protected and they are there with you, would you then still carry the fear around with you? Or would you surrender the fear and fall into the warm and loving embrace of this loved one? And so we leave that with you today. The profundity of the message is yours to be had and yours to be discovered if you so choose. We all have free will. Sit with these messages. How do you feel with these messages? Do you feel loved? Because you should. Contemplate on what you have just heard and surrender to the loving arms of this angel that is around you, surrounds you, loves you, and watches you from up above.
In your wake state, in your sleep state, and even in your dream state. Tribe, we hope these messages really resonated with you. Please take a moment to like, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and please, we ask that you share this channel with your loved ones, friends, and family. You just never know who you can help, especially during these times. Also, when you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell to our channel, it helps your energies to be integrated into our channel. Stay tuned for further messages, channeled messages from loved ones from up above. We love you.